everyone, Ms. Sabo again with some more expressions work, but this time we're going to be evaluating expressions. Evaluating expressions means to find the total value. So most of the time if I have, well, all of the time if I have an algebraic expression, I'm going to have a variable within it. So the problem with this is that I don't know what a value of 4ab is without knowing what my variables represent. So in this case, what I'm saying is, and remember variables change, so this is going to change no matter what, in whatever problem I look at. So I need to pay attention to the value of my variables. So in this case, I'm saying that every time I see an a variable a, it's representing 2. B is representing the value of 3, and C is representing the value of 4. So based on that, I'm taking a look at the total value of the variables, and I'm using the order of operations in order to do so. So let's take a look at this. Let's say I have 4ab. Well, what we know from translating expressions is that that means 4 times the value of a times the value of b. So what I'm going to do first is substitute in my numbers for those variables. So I'm going to say 4 times the value of a times the value of b. And what I have here is 4 times 2 times 3. 4 times 2 is 8 times 3 is going to give me a total value of 24. So let's look at the next example. I have 3 times the sum of a plus b. So in that case, I'm going to go ahead, when I have a number outside a parenthesis like that, it just means to multiply. This little dot in algebra I use to multiply so it does not get confused with the variable x. The value of a is 2, and the value of b is 3. And let's remember, those were inside of parentheses because that makes the difference. So 2 plus 3 gives me a value of 5. And 3 times 5 gives me a value of 15. So that entire expression would have a value of 15. Now, let's look at this one. 7 plus 3c plus 2b. Well, let's substitute in our variables. 7 plus 3 times c, which is 4, plus 2 times b, which is 3. So if I look at this, I can't just solve it left to right because the order of operations tells me that I have to do all of my multiplying before I do any of my my addition, sorry. So 3 times 4 I would do first, and at the same time I can drop down 2 times 3, which is 6, and then rewrite all of my addition. So I would have to add 7 plus 12, which is 19, plus 6, which is going to give me a total value of 25. The last thing that I have to be very careful of is if I have to evaluate an expression with an exponent. So let's say I have a squared plus b squared, or a to the second power plus b to the second power. Well, I know that my value of a is 2. So what this is representing is 2 to the second power plus 3 to the second power. Well, let's remember our exponent rules. That means 2 times 2, which is 4, and this means 3 times 3, which is 9, which has a total value of 13. I hope this has helped you to evaluate expressions correctly. See you later.